Hey fellow wood dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and today we are talking about VATS, the changes to VATS, and yes, the nerf to VATS. It's not a rework. It's straight up comprehensive nerf, ranging from AP cost, critical recharge rate, VATS hit chance, basically everything related to VATS is being nerfed. And no, it's not a video that I will discuss my opinions and is it justified or not. It's straight up nerfs. No one likes nerfs, so I will focus on what is actually changing, what is happening. So you can either get ready for those changes or express your opinions on official Bethesda Discord if you are interested. So, VATS. The VATS accuracy, you can already tell it's jumping more than on live. As now, if body part is obstructed even a little bit with other pieces of enemy, the VATS hit chance will be affected. I can still kill them. Assault rifle is still really good. You can probably already tell that assault rifle AP cost is, high, but I intentionally had this assault rifle spec to be high AP cost, so it's actually lower than it was if I want it to be high, and it's higher than I want if I want it to be low. That I will jump over the AP cost details, as that's a big topic when we go to the workbench. Now, let's see some of those enemies. Okay, Mile Queen, and yes, I'm fully spec for VATS accuracy with this one. VATS hit chance in here. I do have awareness perk equipped. I do have high perception, relatively high perception. My perception at this moment 26, so I'm wearing a power armor. I have 2 pieces of limit breaking equipped. Now look at me firing at this head. You can notice that I'm critting every third shot, and that will be the case for most people. Every third shot, as that is changing. As well as you look at my accuracy, I have max concentrated fire. If enemy is a little bit too far, like slightly above the distance that your weapon's supposed to be hit, concentrated fire is not giving me extra accuracy. When I'm closer, it is. So VATS accuracy, that's quite severe nerf. Now it's going a little bit up when it's closer, and it's no longer jumping really fast for semi-automatics. Automatic, semi-automatic seems to be exactly the same. So the biggest change in VATS is the accuracy for me and AP cost. Most people is focusing on VATS critical recharge, and that's important part too. It's not even the biggest part for me personally. I feel the VATS accuracy more. But VATS critical recharge is changing. As you may see, I do have crit savvy equipped here. I do have high luck. 28, so relatively high luck as for me, already carrying 2 pieces of armor with limit breaking. So there is limit breaking on one, and there is a limit breaking, I think, on this piece. Yes, on this piece. So 2 pieces of limit breaking. Others are not a limit breaking. And I do have a table for you that I managed to find on Discord. Someone posted, so I will show you. So you should be able to see my screen. We are on the Bethesda official Discord. I will try to post a link. I don't know if it will work, as I'm not a mod on Bethesda Discord, but maybe it will let me share. If it will let me share the link to the Discord, I will pin comment with that. But that's basically the new breakthrough for luck required to crit every second shot, assuming the perks are equipped. So look at that. With 1 piece of limit breaking, 83 luck. Basically, you need at least 3 with super high luck of 37, or more realistically, 4 to 5 to drop your luck. Or that one good news for whoever is running lucky is greatly reducing the requirement luck to crit every other shot. It's 40 luck to start with just lucky. And then with 1 limit breaking going down to 28, then 18, 11, 5, and 3. Surprisingly, you can get down to 3 luck with 5 pieces of limit breaking and lucky. Lucky is a 3-star effect on your weapon. If you are unfamiliar, let me go jump back to the game. So the lucky effect I do have on this disintegrator, lucky hit, it's called the 3-star legendary effect, plus 15 bonus VATS critical charge. You may consider that instead of cutting down your AP cost on some weapons, as that is a great help with your VATS critical recharge. So that's in regards to VATS critical recharge, and VATS accuracy, as you may see, greatly reduced. Plus it's affected by weapon range, so weapons with crazy high range will be still quite good for VATS, but there is not so many. In case if we switch to like heavy gun category, you can see their ranges are greatly reduced. I'm not on heavy gunner build, but that's okay. Let me use this one now. So now let's see on those super mutants with the 50 cal. If they are close, you can see the VATS accuracy is really good. But when they are a little bit farther, look how it drops. Look how it drops if I want to go after the head. Close? Fine. A little bit farther it drops, and of course I didn't took any ammo. So the curve for VATS accuracy is very visible now. It's either you are in range and it's fine, or you are just slightly above and it's dropping really rapidly. It's dropping really rapidly. You can still use 4-leaf clover under luck to compensate for that. In case of the high range weapon like plasma caster, it's not a problem. So you can see how much the range is making a difference on your weapon. Like plasma caster, they can be far away and I still have 95% to hit. So this rework that they included to weapon ranges is way more impactful than you would assume if you are running VATS, as the VATS formula was changed. So shooting outside of weapon listed range is a huge penalty to VATS accuracy. So you basically will need to focus on high range weapons to shoot far away, or very fast firing weapons so the VATS hit chance can catch up. For example, this Gatling plasma as well. Look at the AP cost. AP cost of 15, and that is with VATS optimized. And already Swift Core receptacle on that, so it was my Gatling plasma spec for the lowest possible AP cost. The AP cost was not really increased per weapon, but per mod. So I will show you that in a moment for several weapons. But let me just fire this Gatling plasma on some enemies further away. The range is medium, I would say. A little bit longer than average now, as all ranges have been cut down. So 200 probably count as long range now. And if I'm shooting above, you can see if I use criticals, those hits will still get delivered, but definitely more misses, especially single shot weapons would suffer. So that's the torso accuracy at, I would say, medium range. If I don't use criticals, I still eventually get my accuracy up, but it's not great. I would need to go for the head and do use criticals. That's the only way I can deliver significant damage. And my AP cost is so much higher. And you can see the hit chance is not going up if I'm too far and aiming for the head. So that's not going up. I'm staying low. So my saving perk at this moment for VATS accuracy is 4-leaf clover. That what lets me still hit, as criticals are still a guaranteed hit, and this lets me recharge from whatever I miss. Recharging takes longer, as criticals do not recharge as fast anymore. There is a new perk as well for recharging those criticals. I'm currently not using it, but it can add a little bit for your critical endeavors. You can charge your criticals without being able even to use VATS by just hitting with this perk, and then you have one critical. How much one critical will help you? For single shot weapons, a lot. For everyone else, probably not much. Now, AP cost, what has happened there? And it was not really in patch notes. They just mentioned that they reworked basically all weapon mods, and they did indeed. So what's happening with the Gatling plasma, for example? The base AP cost is not really much different. They did increase for several weapons a little bit, but other stuff is changed. For example, I would need to use standard receiver to reduce it. or gamma waves, which are the weak ones. If I want to use any good receiver, that's adding up to AP cost. On top of that, my refilled barrels adding to AP cost, I should probably switch and drop to standard, but then the penalty to range is too great to deal with that. So I cannot afford that. Therefore, my AP cost is going up as good mods now are increasing AP cost. In case of the Swift core, unfortunately, for whatever reason, it's no longer reducing the AP cost. It's basically neutral compared to large core. So my Swift core is a waste now. I should switch this one to large core receptacle. And that's the only logical solution. That's another thing. Then my reflex sight has no effect on AP cost anymore. And that's across all weapons. Like all those mods, if those mods are the same, that's across all weapons. Now about the only nozzle is flamer nozzle that will reduce it. I can increase it. I cannot really do anything to get it down. And that's the situation of Gatling Plasma. So my AP cost is going up because the good mods are now increasing AP cost. Let's see Commando situation like Elder's Mark. This one I managed to push down to 8, which is still much higher than on the live, but not too bad for this particular weapon. It's all VATS optimized, so I'm showcasing with VATS optimized. Without it, 14. So if I would want to run Lucky for bonus VATS critical charge, that's extra 5 AP cost. Now what is changing? So you can see Harnett receiver. If I would use like Scorch Killer or Standard, yeah, the AP cost will go down, but I'm sacrificing damage to reduce my AP cost. Then Barrel, Short Light Barrel used to slightly reduce AP cost. It's no more. The stock, no effect at all on AP cost. The drum, no effect. So I used to use medium quick eject drum to reduce my AP cost, but it's no longer reducing AP cost, so I can use large. Then on the side, I'm lucky that there is a glow sight, because glowed sight is reducing AP cost, reflex sight do not. So basically only glow sight on this version of public test server are reducing AP cost. Nothing else. All other do not. About the suppressor, no effect. Some other weapons. So look at that here in regards to scope. If you know before, short night vision scope was the highest AP cost. Now scope or sight has no effect. The only one that has effect on all weapons is glow sight. Nothing else really. Perforating magazine is still slightly increasing AP cost comparing to quick or standard. But as you may notice, Swift, standard, quick is the same amount of AP cost. So that's the standard AP cost. It's not reduction. It's just other magazines are increasing AP cost. Then again, stock Align used to be for reduction of AP. It is no more. Align no longer reducing AP cost. About the barrel, surprisingly, the short barrels are the one to reduce AP cost. The long are not. So if you want lower AP cost, you would need to run a short barrel, but penalty to range, I don't think you could handle that for most weapons. I mean, this one has particularly good range, but all snipers have been improved in range department. So snipers generally will perform still good. AP cost being very high will not be as big of a problem, but you will see much bigger of a problem when you will start running something like assault rifle, when your options are as follows. So you cannot really reduce the AP cost much at all, unless you want to run short and you lose all the range, like all the stocks. No effect. The scopes, no effect. And there is no glow sight for regular rifles, so you cannot reduce AP cost. It's tough for some of the weapons. This one does not have a reduction on the legendary effect, so it's not fully reduced. But you can see what's going on. The AP cost for like all weapons will be now significantly higher. Some heavy guns, to be honest, can offer a lower AP cost than rifles with this patch. Like ultrasonic Gatling laser, it's decent, 10 AP cost. The Enclave Plasma Flamer is relatively low now. You can see some of the weapons that I do have here with some mods already on it. But Gatling Plasma, yeah, that's going up quite significantly. The light machine gun will be kind of a VATS heavy gun. It's 7. You can achieve 7, which is really good. Like 7, it is really good. Only receiver can be modded on this one, so 7 it is. 7 it is. Did I miss any important info about AP cost? Like overkill being crazy high, that's actually good, as you can boost it with number cruncher. In case of some weapons, it is good that AP cost is going up. In case of other weapons, not so good. For example, laser rifle. Hair trigger capacitor used to reduce AP cost, but as you can see, no more. It just default AP cost. Align automatic used to reduce AP cost, but it's no more. I would need align short, but that's not really an option. So look at that. There's like no option to get low AP cost. The stock no longer is reducing AP cost. The reflex sight is not reducing. All sights are the same. And then I would need to give up on the splitter and switch to focuser. That's where big difference in AP cost lies. That's in here. Focuser or gyro compensating, not the splitter. Splitter is huge penalty to AP cost. Why? I have no clue, to be honest. But those are the changes. Most of the weapons, AP cost up, VATS accuracy down, VATS critical recharge, standard about 3 shots to recharge, so every third shot will be critical. With effort to put lucky or full set of limit breaking, you can still achieve every other shot. But yeah, this is it. This is it. Quite devastating nerf to VATS focus builds. Almost all of them. There are exceptions, some particular weapons that will still perform quite good. But the rule is, the VATS is being nerfed. Concentrated fire, it just gives you this 3% accuracy per shot, and you need to be in weapon range. If you exceed it, no longer give you any bonus accuracy. The penalty is too great. And that being said, this is everything I have to say. Opinion pieces from me, you will need to wait for Turtlecast, as that's too much talking for this video. I don't want to extend it for no reason. But you, feel free to let me know what you think, and let Bethesda know what you think. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you in the next one.